For both men and women, the first step in gaining power is to become visible to others, and then to put on an impressive show. As women achieve power, the barriers will fall. As society sees what women can do, as women see what women can do, there will be more women out there doing things, and we will all be better off for it. This famous quote comes from Jean Speth, the second female judge of the U.S. Supreme Court. Her views are widely circulated, but I would like to say that the welfare of China's women should be given more priority. China's women still face many welfare issues today. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this situation. Most women in China are suffering from various bad treatments. Maybe they are your relatives, maybe they are your friends, or maybe you are also suffering from such danger. Will you still remain indifferent? You have the power to promote the women's rights and improve their welfare nationwide. So you should fulfill your mission to help more Chinese women. I am today's speaker, Tian Miaoqing. I want to talk about China women welfare should be given more priority. Through my research, I have a deep understanding of the systemic barriers that hinder women's development and the proven benefits of empowering women. By addressing these challenges, we can not only improve the lives of millions of women, but also create a stronger and fairer society. Prioritizing China's women welfare can empower women to contribute more to society and economy, but other persistent problems hinder their progress. In this speech, I will discuss the high incidence of domestic violence, the ongoing exploration through illegal surrogacy, and the barriers to accessing essential support services for women. First, I will tell you several major issues facing Chinese women. Chinese women face significant challenges in social welfare. Despite legal and social protection, many issues still hinder their advertisement. According to the All China Women's Federation, a woman in China suffers domestic violence every 7.4 seconds. This means that Chinese women are in danger all the time. And Article 1007 of the Civil Code stipulates that sale and purchase of human cells, human tissues, human organs, and corpses in any form is prohibited. Surrogacy is illegal in China, but there are still many surrogacy agencies that ignore the law and use women as tools for production. An article in Global Times titled Rural Women in China Embrace Small Lifestyle Choices with Digital Literacy, Financial Independence wrote that many Chinese women, especially those living in rural areas, still struggle with difficult lives and heavy family responsibilities. Based on the problems I have mentioned about Chinese women, I would like to talk about how to improve these problems. The root of these problems actually lies in the improvement of the law and actions of relevant law enforcement personnel. In order to enable women to have a better life, the Chinese government and the All China Women's Federation need to make great efforts. This Chinese government should enhance legislation, which means revise and strengthen existing laws related to domestic violence, sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and equal pay, include clearer definitions and harsher penalties to close any clues. An article from the U.S. Asia Laws Institute points out that there is still a lot of infection happening by China's law enforcement agencies. Therefore, I believe that China should establish an accountability mechanism to protect women's rights. An article in China Briefing writes about the latest revisions to China's women's rights law. But the formal content of the law only helps to draw the boundaries of what the state's law or prohibited, but does little to encourage real respect for women. Improving laws and strengthening the enforcement of laws are crucial to improving women's well-being. If women's welfare is guaranteed, they will be able to contribute more effectively to society. In an article published by Disruptive Asia, who wrote about the negative impact of domestic violence on women, so strengthening the law and improving enforcement are vital. The China Briefing article I just mentioned wrote that China's women's protection law has made many challenges. This will help bridge the gender gap and promote fairness in all aspects of society. In the Global Times article that I just mentioned, who wrote about the contribution that women make to society when they are protected. In conclusion, strengthening the law and improving enforcement of women's welfare is critical to China's efforts to build a better society. Addressing the welfare of China's women by strengthening the law and improving enforcement can promote social progress. I call on the All China Women's Federation to actively promote the improvement of laws, strengthen law enforcement supervision, and provide more resources and support to effectively protect women's rights and interests. Wishing all women to be birds, guiding rules, not chains, be a big tree, not a dotted flower, protecting women's welfare is not only about empowering every woman to feel free to be her true self, but also about building a stronger, more compassionate, and fairer society for everyone. That's all for my speech. Thank you for listening.